And a very good morning to you. It's the Craft Store. It's Richard here. Oh, it's camera one. Good start. You're over there. Hello. Good morning. It's Richard here. I'm doing another hour here. I've done sewing machines. I'm going back to sewing machines in a little while, but I'm having a think of it as a sewing machine sandwich, and in the middle is some stamping with Claire. Hello, Claire.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, we had a little bit of a debate earlier on about whether we'd work together or not. I seem to think we had. You had no memory of it, or perhaps you pushed it to the back of your mind.
No,
I don't know.
I've definitely met you, and
Yes.
I think it's when you were shadowing Adam.
Right, that would make sense. I just had visions of having spent a whole hour doing a show with you, which is weird, isn't it? Maybe I just imagined it.
I'm very memorable, maybe. I don't know.
Clearly, I'm not. Claire, thank you very much for coming in today. You're demoing Pink Frog Craft items today.
I am.
And we've got a whole counter full of them here, loads to show you. I'll go down the counter and then we'll come back up again, and you're going to have something to show us demo-wise, presumably?
Definitely. We've got lots of beautiful demos for you today.
Marvellous.
So, very excited.
OK, well, chip in as you feel free, as you see fit, whenever I get to something and you think, no, that's not what it is. So let's give it a go at least anyway. Starting off, first of all, with our Pink Frog Craft Super Smooth Unscored card. Now, this comes with instructions, which I'll show you in a minute. You're going to get a lot here for your money. So you're getting 21 by 30 centimetres, and you're getting 160 sheets, approximately, in total. Now, this, first thing to say is, it does what it says on the tin. It is, I can confirm, it is, lovely. Oh, that's so smooth. In fact, it's super smooth. Super smooth, that is. What do you mean by unscored?
So,
Claire?
if you traditionally bought card blanks, they would come in a pack already folded into a shape. So if you wanted a gatefold, you'd have to buy a whole pack of gatefolds.
Okay.
If you wanted a trifold, you'd have to buy a whole pack of trifolds. So the fact that this comes unscored means that you can fold it into all of those shapes that you want to and you choose.
Right, so you've got the flexibility, basically.
Yes.
And it's 300 GSM, so I'm going with the fact that that's quite thick, isn't it? It's quite a lot of, you know.
Yeah, so it's great for your construction.
Yeah.
So if you make your cards from it, it's lovely and it holds its form. But the other thing Super Smooth is known for is just the amount of different mediums that you can put on it. So you can watercolour on it, you can use watercolour pens, pencils, but you can also use your alcohol markers on it as well. Whereas traditionally we've had to use different types of card for all of these different things. You use your inks on it, you can use your embossing folders, you can die cut it, you can doodle on it. So it's just so versatile, and for me, the biggest testament to this card is the amount of demonstrators that use it on the channel.
Right, OK,
so
it's a real go-to.
Yeah, you'll see Paola use it, you'll see Leonie use it, so yeah, and lots of the guests as well. So
you probably used it in that show that we did together that you have no memory of.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Check back on the
I
video.
will do. I'll watch on rewind, yeah.
Now, 160 sheets. Now, the price we've got here is, it's normally £21.98. The price we have here is £16.98. So you're going to make a £5 saving here. And I'm going to do some quick maths on the floor right now. Just wait. Watch this. Yeah, it's 11p a sheet. I just did that in my head. I didn't actually, it was told it earlier. It's 11p per sheet, so that's very, very good value. 160 sheets in total. Now, I'm going to show you what that looks like when you pop it into the actual... It's really heavy. There you go. It genuinely is heavy. It's all compartmentalised inside this case here. 160 sheets. You're seeing what you're getting there. Absolutely loads. 21 by 30. And that's a good size, I understand. Is it not, Claire? Because A4's a little bit on the tricky side, isn't it, for cutting up?
Yeah, so A4 is 297 millimetres long. So to fold that in half is a really random number.
Such 0.5. That's really inconvenient of them, isn't it?
Definitely, and then if you try and then do half of that again to do a gatefold, you've lost me. Crafting should be fun, it shouldn't be about maths.
Yeah.
So the fact that this is 30 centimetres long means all of your folds are super easy. So to fold it in half, it's just 15, or to do a gatefold, it's just at 7.5 from each side. So that extra 3 mil makes all of your folding so much easier. The the fact that we give you those instructions with it as well is amazing.
You mean these instructions I have in my hand, Claire? Wow, that was good throw over that was. So here you go. This is instruction actually printed on the card itself.
Yeah.
Just to demonstrate that you can do that. And so we've got everything here, all the various folds. We've got all the various measurements as well. And yeah, it's got everything you need basically.
Yeah. So you get 10 different card folds with it. Once you get it home and start playing with it, you'll find loads more. Yeah, it's just brilliant, and they'll fit. So they'll fit in a standard C5 envelope as well. Right,
just lots of examples here of how how it all folds up. You can see you put all these together here. There's just loads of them, isn't there? Just so many different ways to.
Yeah, you've got your gate folds, easel folds, offset gate folds.
Oh,
yeah, there's your gate fold.
And there was me thinking you could just fold it over once and that was it. There's
Stepper
so
card.
much more to it, isn't it? Hang on a sec. It goes that way, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. I knew that. Obviously, I knew that. I was just testing everyone in the gallery. And then we have this one, which of course, don't tell me. Yes.
Yeah, it can go either way up.
Or either way. I hadn't got to that bit yet, Claire.
Sorry.
Give me a chance.
Sorry.
Either way, obviously. And then there's loads more. I mean, you get the general gist. There's absolutely stacks of it. And then let me just show you a couple of quick samples. We'll get back to more of these a little bit later, but just a couple of ideas of what you can do with this card and what you can achieve. We are, of course, I don't know, regular viewers will know that Christmas is coming, and here is some examples of some Christmas cards that Claire has kindly put together for us here using this unscored super smooth cardstock. 710883 is the item number. 1698. No, yeah, I'll tell you what I should show you actually. Have a little look at this. This is amazing actually. We've got so many examples of what you can actually do with this card here. So if I just take you quickly down, we've got heat embossing here, we have die cutting, we've got embossing, letterpress as well, embossing with a plastic stencil and ink. There's the distressed paper technique, that's cool. Doodling on it, and construction as well. You can see you've got the 3D element to that. That's just one set of examples. I've got more, hang on. They're so big and they're so heavy that I can only do one at a time. Here we go, here's another one. Gesso, texture paste, gilding wax. We've got stencils here, stamping of course. You can put alcohol markers on it and watercolour pens and watercolour pencils. So that's another one. And then finally, might as well just complete the whole set while we're here. There we go. Distress time. Let's get distressed. Distress ink with water at the top here. Distress oxides blended together. Distress oxides with water. Distress oxides galaxy technique, because it looks like a galaxy, presumably.
Yeah, and to do that, you have to build up like several layers of ink and put water on it. So it's something that with a lot of white cardstock, you can't always do because it'll start to kind of peel, so get like fluffy on the surface.
Right.
So the fact that you can do that technique is testament to how good the card is.
I'm flabbergasted by how much you can do with just what effectively looks like a piece of white card. Distress oxides, faux bleaching there. We've got brushes with water. You can put sprays on it, and finally, you can just go for classic paint on the end there. It all looks really pretty, I have to say, and everything really goes on top of the surface really well. 20% of this stock has already gone. Wow.
I'm really not surprised. Yeah. We've done kind of the big boxes of card before, but this is the first time we've done what we call our, speciality size, that 21 by 30. It's the first time we've done that in volume, basically.
Right, okay. So this is a one-off. The first time putting it all together, 160 sheets with this particular type here, and with that £5 savings, 1698, 710, 883. 20% gone already. No surprise, just look at what you can do with it. Now, we've got loads of stamps to show you right now, and you may notice a little bit of a theme here. A bit of a Christmas theme, because how long is it now till Christmas? A couple of months. It's only about 8 weeks, isn't it? Better get my shopping done. Here's the first one for you. 628858 is the item code on this. Now, 14.95, new today. This is 14.95, and this is your A5 Festive Pine Cones stamp set. You get 20 stamps in total for 14.95. Quick maths, that's about 70. No, it's not. It's £1.49. Wait a second. Oh, I thought I had it down as 20 stamps in total. Is it 10 stamps in total? Let me count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. You're right. 10 stamps. £1.49 each. And this is what it looks like when you actually stamp it out. There we go. We'll put it all onto a card here, or at least I believe Claire has actually done all of this, but I'm going to take the credit. Here's something.
And the design team.
Oh, and the design team. I'm still going to take the credit. Here's something I made earlier. This is all the stamps here, as you can see. Got the bird at the top there, and the season's greetings, and all the various pine cones, and the foliage as well. 628 858 14.95 for that one. Here's a couple of samples that we can show you using those stamps there. There's one Christmas card there, which is the what's that technique called where you have it folding over? Has that got a name?
You just folding card back on itself. So yeah.
That's must have taken you a long time to think of that one. The folding card back on itself technique. Okay, then we've got Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. There we can see, oh yeah, you can see the background of the stamps. Once again, they're being utilised here on this 3D constructed card, and on this one. It always amazes me how different all of these samples look. It's the same stamp, but the look that you get using different colours is just incredible. Is all of this the cardstock that we or is it various types?
There's probably some of our true range in there. So the coloured card comes from our true range, so true red, true green.
Yeah.
But predominantly, most of the stamping on those have been done on Super Smooth and all of those different techniques.
Oh look, you got the old. That's really good. Excellent. So lots of ideas there to use those stamps for. 14.95 for 10 stamps. That is the pine cones. But perhaps you're looking for some sentiments for your Christmas project, and you've got pretty much everything covered for Christmas here. We've got season's greetings, we've got happy, merry Christmas, winter wishes, peace, Noel, joy, wishing you a wonderful Christmas, from our house to yours. It's all in there, along with some handy little stamps of mistletoe and holly as well, and some bows, some ribbons, so loads basically. This is what it looks like when it's stamped out for you as well. And you're getting 20 stamps here. This is the one you're getting 20 stamps on. 224337 is the item code, and it's 14.95 for this one as well. So once again, quick maths, that's about 70p a stamp. And here's a couple of examples of how it's been used. We have this here, and we got that one here. And if you want to see what the bird looks like on the top there. Oh, but actually it's the sentiments we're looking at, isn't it, on this? I should actually show you the sentiments. Where's the sentiments? Oh, there you go. There's a sentiment just there. We have more here as well. We've got Christmas in the background. We've got Noel as well. So you can see how you can use all of these. Obviously, all of these are going to mix and match as well. So you could put the actual pictures of the pine cones with the sentiments as well as everything else we're about to see. 224337 for that one. Moving on. We've got the snow globe here. This is the A5 Festive Snow Globe stamp set. You're getting 22 stamps in total on this one. Once again, 14.95. So each time we're going down here, each stamp is actually a little bit cheaper because it's the same price, 14.95, but you're getting 22 stamps here. And we have a snow globe, we've got reindeer, we've got penguins, we've got Christmas trees, we've got snowflakes. You're covered, basically, for that winter scene. It looks like this when we put it all together onto our unscored Super Smooth card that we're showcasing today. And then we have a couple of examples. There you go, there's one of them there with our reindeer in the snow globe itself. And then we have the trees as well. Lots and lots of samples to show you. Might get to a few of those later on, a few more of those. 14.95, that one's 636394. Then we're moving on. We've got our Ticket Express stamp set. 17 stamps here for 14.95. So you've got your ticket, you've got your, what looks like the Polar Express, the old Tom Hanks movie, isn't it? We've got special delivery, the North Pole. It's all about delivering the presents is the theme here. We've got stars on it as well. Happy Christmas, seasons, greetings. It looks like that when you pop it all together, and you can do all sorts of this, including all your gift tags as well. And oh, that's a nice little box there that we put together with the express train on it as well. So loads there. That one is 143407. Let's have a look at the website, because that is the place to go to if you want all of these and so much more. All of Pink Frog Crafts items from the craft store are available on there. You've got 5-star reviews as well. We've got some dies there. We'll show you those a little bit later on, and some blue card too, some speciality card. All of that we have on our counter today. But make sure you do get onto the website, and do make sure that you take advantage of some of these savings, because there's some really good stuff in here. Now, Claire.
Yes.
Are we ready for a demo?
Of course we are.
I'm ready. If you're ready, let's take it away.
OK, so we're going to make like a bauble card this morning.
OK.
And the idea of basically today is we wanted to kind of do a bit of a roundup of all of our Christmas products and kind of mix and match them together. So I'll be using a few different things. I'm obviously using our Super Smooth. First thing I'm going to do is score it at 15, just to give us a traditional fold. So this will basically give you a C5 standard card.
OK.
So we are good to go. It's the base of our card. Then what I've done is I've cut another piece of our Super Smooth, and I have cut this to 13 centimetres by 19, and I've die cut an aperture out of that. So I've just used a circle die to cut that out. I am then going to go to our Ticket Express, and I'm going to use our little stars. So this is a great little stamp. I've used this a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that one. It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hanging down, they're like shooting stars almost, aren't they?
Definitely, and this is kind of one that I would go to, not just for Christmas as well. I think you'd use it, you know, throughout the year as well. So.
Yeah, it's very universal, this one, isn't it? It doesn't. It does fit in with the Christmas theme, but.
So I'm just stamping them along the top. I know you're not going to see much because I'm using embossing ink, so it's clear. But I'm just putting a row of stars along the top of my card. I'll grab a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to use white embossing powder.
I'm so glad you put that powder on, because I was thinking, do I say something here, but I can't actually see what you've stamped. I didn't want to say anything, I don't want to be rude.
And even when I heat this up, you're not going to see much until we put some ink over the top of it.
Okay.
So let's give this a quick blast. It shouldn't take long for this to turn. There it goes.
Instantly looks like snow, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
like it's snow covered.
So I love white embossing powder. I think it's really effective.
So there's no chance of that running when you put the heat gun on it. It's not going to push the.
No.
It's not actually shooting out air like a hairdryer, I guess. It's just
no,
heat.
it's just heat, so it kind of melts the powder into the ink. So that's why you need like a sticky ink.
Yeah.
So there's our stars. I'm going to leave my piece of paper underneath at the moment as well, so I can blend on it. And then I'm going to grab, this is some chipped sapphire, so nice, lovely blue. And then I'm just going to blend over the top, and then you will start to see the stars a little bit more.
Very nice.
So they will start to pop a little bit. If I was doing this at home, I'd go a little bit slower and build up the layers more gently, but I just want to get this ink down as quickly as possible. I'm going to show you all the bits that we want to cover today. So you'll see the stars starting to pop through there. And then what we'll do, let's get a little bit more down there. Just dark a bit along the edge there. There we go, I'm happier with that now.
I've had an email in from Jill, Claire, who says that she uses nothing but the Super Smooth cardstock from Pink Frog Crafts.
Yay.
Nothing, absolutely nothing else, only that.
It's a lady with good taste.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't even say just for crafting. She could be for everything. You know, like cooking.
There you go.
All sorts.
What I'm going to do is I'm just rubbing. So as you'll see, as I rub this, any blue that was on the stars will lift slightly as well. So that will just help lift that. And what I want to do is I'm going to grab one of our spritzes as well. So this is one of our Pearlywinks sprays, our friends at Pearlywinks in a collaboration. This is the Diamond Pearl. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that. And I'm going to dab that off. And again, it'll just add a little bit of shine and lift some of that ink off. So I'm happy with that.
I love watching this sort of thing. It's just like magic to me.
So for me, it's all about like building up layers and textures and just giving it a lovely feel. So we'll go on to the next part. So this next part, what I've done is I've stamped, and maybe I need a piece of white under that so you can see it a little bit better. I've stamped one of our Dias, again from this set. I've stamped it with a permanent ink, a StazOn, onto some clear acetate.
Okay.
Then what I'm going to do is on the back of this, it doesn't matter whether I do it on the back or the front, but I'm going to add some of our EVA. Now this is great because it dries clear. I'm only going to do a bit of this just to show you. I'll just go up to there. So,
details of that EVA glue up on your screen now, if you're interested.
And it's really easy with our non-clog bottles as well, with the fine tip one, just to get into all of those little edges. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. Now, for now, you're not really going to be able to see this because the glue isn't dry, but we'll show you one that is dried. And again, I'd brush that off later. So if I look at one side, I've obviously lost all of the stamp detail because I've put glitter over it.
Yeah.
And on the other side, all I can see is white glue at the minute. But when that dries, what'll happen is the glue dries clear and all you can see is the glitter.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
you can see the glitter in it. So it's fab for doing that, and it's just gives you, just again, another layer. So what we're going to do, the other bit I've done is I've cut our woodland die, so the little trees. I've cut this out of some of our low shed glitter cards, so the white. And we've had trouble getting this back in stock. We've literally just got this back in stock now, so that's quite exciting. I'm going to layer these behind my little window. So I'm going to turn this over. I am going to grab some red liner tape. Let's go for the 3 mil.
You're using so many different items.
Sorry.
You're having a job keeping up, like putting the details up on your screen. It's like as soon as we've got something up, we go, and now I'm going to pull out this item. We're like, okay, hey. Lots of. Well, it's great that you're using everything here to put this together.
The thing is this is how I craft at home, and I'm so lucky to have, you know, so many of these Pink Frog products to play with.
Yeah.
That they are just a go-to all of the time.
It's great for us because we're seeing in the space of about 5 or 10 minutes, pretty much everything being used. So
I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to put another little bit. Of course, it's got stuck to my scissors.
So what does this red liner tape do
So
exactly?
red liner tape is super sticky, double-sided tape.
So
it's great for holding things in place that really need a good stick. And sometimes I could use my EVA for this, the wet glue we've been using. But sometimes I just want that really instant grab, basically.
Right.
So if I can get the back off that one.
Oh, it's the red that comes off.
Yeah.
So it just leaves it clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Obviously,
got you.
I should have done that the other way around. Because I should have stuck it.
Have you ever felt under pressure to remove something on?
You know
like
what?
on
Me
TV?
and red liner tape on telly. I either can't find the end of it, or then I can't get the. There we go. Look, it'll stick better on that.
It's like it took me absolutely years of my life, but I've eventually worked out how to do the whole sellotape thing now, which is to fold a tiny bit down at the end, and then you never have to faff around trying to like pick up the end of it off the roll.
It's a standing joke in the Pink Frog warehouse that I really just can't find the end of a roll of tape.
Right. Oh, by the way, just so I know you've done your bit, because it's your owner's birthday, isn't it, today?
It is. We need to say a massive happy birthday to Gwen today, and it is a big special birthday. So happy birthday, Gwen.
Happy birthday, Gwen. Are we allowed to say how special a birthday is, or is that classified?
It might begin with a 6.
What? 16? She doesn't... Really, she's done very well. 16.
So there we go. We can see this is starting to come together. So all I want to do now is I'm going to put this. So this is just some of our... Which one's this? This is satin gloss in the blue. I'm just going to use a little bit of this glue and stick that one in the middle.
See the details up on your screen. I'll show you this a little bit later, probably.
I know.
But,
I did want to stamp on this as well. Now, this might not work because I've obviously layered up behind it. I should have done this bit first. But if it doesn't work, I could just stick another sentiment over the top of it.
Oh, OK.
So
that's fine.
There's always a way.
There's always a way out, isn't there, with crafting?
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed.
is.
It's like you can turn what looks initially like a bit of an error into something that's actually better than you planned it to be.
Yeah, and quite often, especially when I'm planning demo cards, the second or third one that I make is always better than my original one.
That's
like, I could do that, I could add that. So yeah. Fab, it's fine. So then, what I want to do is just... so that Winter Wishes, I think, is from the Sentiment set, so our Christmas Sentiment set. I'm going to grab some foam pads, the nice big ones. And this is just going to add a little bit of dimension to our card. Because you've put acetate on this, you could do this as a shaker card if you wanted to. So if you fancy doing that, you could do that. But for today, we are just going to pop these on here.
Details of the foam sheets on your screen. I mean, maybe this is standard, but this is the first demo I've seen where about 300 different things are being used. I'm struggling to keep up.
I think it's because at Pink Frog, we realised that although things like stamps and dies are really important, that you need all your basic essentials to be able to make a card as well. So that's why we have a lot of those products available.
Yeah, so it's good to top up on all of these things you haven't got, just to have a sort of base kind of collection to be able to put, to do a constructed card, for example, or...
Tidy those up a minute, and we are just going to put this on here. I know, I needed to put a little bit of ribbon on it. I'm going to pop that on there. That'll be for our bauble. There we go.
It sort of goes out into the distance almost. It makes that skyline, doesn't it, look
yeah,
like
and we do a lot of like ink blending and things like that. And some people go, I can't do it. So I have done, a similar thing just by popping. Let's just tidy that up a little bit. There we go. Just by using a little piece of satin card on the back, and then just to cover that up. That is a bit too low. Let me just trim that off.
Obviously, you've got to point out that you're doing this super fast for us. You normally take time on this when
I
you
would normally
make it just so, but...
Oh, that's really going to annoy me now, though.
Surely you can cover that with the...
I am going to cover that. There you go. It's not quite going to cover it, though. It'll cover it enough if I drop it. There we go.
We get the idea.
So all I've done is just using a couple of circle dies layered into each other. I've just cut a circle, and I've used one of our teeny tiny little stars. So this little tiny star stamp. So I've just used that and stamped it around the edge of that. Again, in the same ink that we've used. There we go. And if I drop that there, oh, the bow's going to cover it anyway. Why don't you tell me that? So that's going to stick on there, and then I'm just going to grab a bow to finish it off. And again, I would normally use a wet glue at home to stick this down, but I'm just going to use a foam pad so it sticks immediately.
Yeah.
So I'd use, say, a wet glue.
That's incredible.
I'm going to use that one. There you go.
Amazes me, Claire. You just put that together in a few minutes. It just looks like so much time has been spent on it.
And I love a bow on a card. I think it can elevate your cards immediately. There you go, all stuck down.
Very nice.
Finished.
That looks great. That looks
There you
absolutely
go.
fantastic. Love that. That's great. Thanks very much, Claire.
That's all right,
So,
thank you.
Just a reminder then that the actual cardstock that Claire was using there is right in front of me here. It is our offer today. 30% of the stock has now gone. 30% of the stock has now gone. One of the reasons why is because of the price, $16.98 to get 160 sheets. So it's about 11p a sheet. 21 by 30 centimetres is 300 GSM, and as we've seen, you can use it for so much. You can do so much of it. You can fold it any which way you like. You can put whatever material you like onto it. It's unscored. It is super confirmed, super smooth, really nice, and it's really heavy as well. When you put it all together, it feels weighty. It's got a lot of quality to it. It comes with instructions that you can just see in the back of the shot here. Those are the instructions. It comes, here's the box with it all in as well, and you can make all sorts of things with it, as we've just seen Claire demo there as well. $16.98, £5 saving. The item code is 710883. 30% of the stock has gone. Now, about that glue that we saw, the EVA glue. This is available on the website, Pink Frog Crafts, 225 millilitre EVA glue there. And as you can see, the price, $13.99. $13.99, really handy to have that in your collection as well. We also have a little something else to show you from the website here from Pink Frog Crafts. We've got our non-clog glue bottles, 23.5 millilitres with a 0.5 millilitre tip, and 37.5 millilitres with a 0.8 milliliter tip as well. Why would you? In what capacity would you use those different types of glues?
I've got EVA in both of mine.
Yeah.
And I use the yellow one, so the slightly thicker one, I use for like matting and layering and putting big pieces of card. And the other one, the fine nib one, I use more for very detailed. So if I've got small die cuts or...
Yeah.
The other thing it's great for is sometimes if you stick a piece of card down and it doesn't quite stick, and then you've missed a bit of glue, the nozzle on this is great.
Oh, you can get under it and that's really annoying when that happens. You don't want to lift the whole thing up, do you?
No, and for me, since I've started using these, I use way less glue because I'm not putting excess glue on things, and make much less mess.
Good.
So I'm not getting glue oozing out of like projects. So
So it's efficient, basically, and less mess, less costs because you're using less of it. Good for the environment, I guess, as well, using less glue generally. So yeah, good stuff. That's our glue. Have a look at that. It's on our website, 603282. Now, we've also got this pack of low shed glitter card. Now, what you're getting here is 2 packs for this price. The price is $11.99. It's 134868. You get 10 sheets of each colour. So we have white here, and we also have baby blue. Now, it's not no shed glitter. It's low shed glitter. So what that means is that you might get a little bit of glitter coming off it, but not a lot. Okay, so normally you would expect to get it all over your hands, but this here you can sort of rub your hands across it. And I'm looking now, and it's like, okay, I can see one bit of glitter that's come out onto my hand here. If I do that again, yeah, just the one at the moment. So pretty good. Does what it says. It's low shed. You've got 2 colours with it as well. So you've got the white and you've got the baby blue. Here's a couple of examples of how it has been utilised here. Got a Christmas tree with the baby blue. And then we have using both colours there. We've got the white there for the snow scene. We've got the baby blue as well on this Merry Christmas card with penguins as well. That's one of our stamp sets. So that's all there. 134-868-1199. Now, moving on. Speaking of those penguins, here they are. Here's our penguins, 2 of them in total. It's the penguin family. It's $9.99. 2 stamps, I should say. Well, there's 3 penguins on it. The dies, $9.99. Sorry, it's not stamps, dies, I should say. There's 2 dies in total, and we've got the mom and baby there, or dad and baby there, and then we've got a little one on its own as well. 160148. That was used, as I said, on the card we just showed you before. There are the actual dies cut out on a black background here, but then we can see them in full colour on a card. And here's another one for you there. You can see it. Beautiful. Really, really nice. You can see perfect for Christmas cards. We've got white winter there as well. Really lovely stuff. 160-148, $9.99 for that. Then we've got our snowflake Christmas tree dies. 2 of them here, a large one and a small one. So the Christmas tree is basically made up of snowflakes, which is a nice little touch. Looks really good when you put it together like that. $24.99 for these 2, because there's a lot. You're getting a lot of dies there for your money. It's a lot, you know. The large one is, as it says, very, very large. $759,362. Have a look at some of the samples that you can use here. Look at this. We've got that there, that card with the big Christmas tree die in the background. We've got this one here as well, and oh yeah, it's been used in the background of that. Then we have more Christmas cards. You see, this is the smaller one that's been used, put on top of the glitter here. Then we have this one with 3 of them on this constructed card, and actually, look, I'm looking here and I can see them just standing up on their own, which is nice. That makes a nice little Christmas decoration, Claire.
They do. So obviously you could string them and put them on your tree, but I think they'd make really nice, like, place name holders as well.
Yeah.
So if you use little pegs and put people's names on them, they'd be great on Christmas dining table.
So what you've done there is you've cut 2 and then you sort of slotted them into each other. Is that how it's
cut
worked?
4 and stuck them back and folded them in half and stuck them back to back. So that gives it kind of plenty of structure, so they'll stand up. But you could do 3 would stand up as well.
That's really good. I like that. There you go. 759362 is the item code for that. $24.99. Now, remember that speciality card that Claire was demoing earlier? That is all part of this collection here. You're going to get 16 sheets in total. Let me go through them for you here. You've got the satin, sorry, I should say you've got the non-shed glitter here on the end. So non-shed, so unlike the low shed, you're going to get no glitter off this. It's all been sealed in. You're going to get 5 sheets of that. Then next we've got the Miri H, and you're going to get 5 sheets of that as well. Look at the sheen on that. It's really nice. Then you've got the satin gloss, which I believe is the one that you were using, Claire, is that right?
It is, yeah.
And then we have the satin on the end there. You're getting 3 sheets of the satin, 3 sheets of the satin gloss, 5 of the Miri, 5 of the non-shed glitter. Item code for that is 016899, and the price is £13.49 to get 16 sheets. I think that's really good value for money. 16 sheets, and they just look stunning, don't they? Those. I really, really like the satin gloss. Let's have a look. Should we have a little wiggle? Yeah. Look at that. Oof. Like that. Look at that under the lights. That's beautiful, isn't it? It is like water. It's like a water effect. Looks really, really good, that. There you go. So that's just one of the 16 sheets that you'll be getting with that. That is £13.49. And then we have our woodland die, which is something we saw a little bit earlier in Claire's project that she made. There you go. It is 393226, the item code. It is $9.99. And here's a couple of other examples of how it's been used on cards here. We've got a real sort of 3D effect here. I wouldn't even say that's like a Christmas card. That could be used any time of the year, couldn't it? That's almost like a night scene. Then we have that's the basic look of it on the black card there. We've got this Christmas card. We can see it all along here, the woodland scene, and we have it on here as well. So you can see how you can use that as the base and then add anything around it. It basically just sets it all up for your Christmas or winter scene as well. That's 393226, the item code on that, $9.99. And then finally, we have Britannia Dies Happy, Merry and Christmas die sets. You've got 6 dies in total here. So you can see you've got Happy, Merry Christmas, Happy, lots of Happy and Merry Christmases basically. It's perfect to put onto cards as well. You can see it all on this particular sample card here, and then obviously it's just the perfect thing to add on to all of these projects that we've seen here. Once you've actually made the picture, it's just the finishing touch, isn't it? It's the sentiment that you need to send. So 524692, the item code on that, £13.49 for our Christmas die sets with 6 dies in total. Lots more to show you as well. Our foam pads that we were using a little bit earlier as well. There they are, 325813, $24.99 to get the foam sheets, the roll and the foam pad roll as well. That's available on the website. Look at the saving as well, £5.50 for that one. We've also got a red velvet card as well. Ooh, quite excited to see this. Oh, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? 10 sheets for $9.99, so 99p a sheet. That's good. And red velvet, obviously perfect for Christmas, I would say.
Definitely. So it hasn't got the texture of velvet, but it looks like it has.
Right.
So it's great to craft with. And yeah, just, I mean, it die cut. So we make a lot of poinsettias out of it, but it makes like beautiful frames as well. Yeah, it's
very
fabulous
luxurious
card.
looking, decadent colour, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then one more to show you here from our website. It's our 7-day saver. Kalal glue, all-purpose glue. You get a litre of it on our 7-day saver. Wow, look at the saving there as well. Normally £29.99, just short of 30 quid. You're getting it for £15.99, a £14 saving on our 7-day saver. What do you like about this, Claire?
So Kalal glue, great for sticking like lots of embellishments down, because once this sticks, it's like rock hard. So if you definitely want something to stick together and stay there, this is the stuff.
Right.
It's, but if you get it in the wrong place, it rubs off as well. So while it's still wet.
So it sets really quickly, but you can also rub it off really quickly.
So,
that's good.
Yeah, it's great glue.
There you go, 227990 is the item number for that one, $15.99. Lots to consider. Oh, I've got some here actually. Look at that. How did that just materialise in my hands? It's really weird how that happens around here. 1,000 millilitres of that as well. So you're getting a lot for your money there. $15.99. You've got absolutely stacks of that, isn't it? The price will go back up again on Sunday, so at 8 a.m. So only a couple of days to take advantage of that massive saving. £14 saving, in fact. Wow. There's a lot of stuff to take in there. You can put all of this together and do all sorts with it. And I think we're going to see something else right now. Claire, what have you got?
Well, we talk about folds all the time and the folds that you get. So I thought I'd do one, like, might be classed as one of the slightly more complicated ones, but we'll show you how easy it is. So we're going to do a stepper card, basically.
Ooh, a bit of origami.
So I am going to I'm going to follow the instructions. So on my trimmer, I set it to 3 and then go to 18. So then I don't have to learn any of this. All of this. That's all right, that's popped out. There we go. Right, let's go again. 3. And I'm going to go, it goes from 3 to 18.
And what fold is this that we're doing?
This is a stepper card.
A stepper card, okay.
Yeah, and we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So 18 to 3. So that has just put like 2 slits in my card so far.
Right.
We'll grab the scoreboard.
What's the scores on the scoreboard? I'm just looking at the instructions actually. Yep, using a trimmer with the short edge at the top, place the left edge on 3 centimetres and cut a line from 3 centimetres down to 18 centimetres. You've done that, right?
Yeah.
Good.
So now we're going to place the long edge going along the top, and we're going to score it 3, 6 and 18 from the top to the first cut line. Okay? And then we're going to do the same on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3, and 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's just making sure I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
And then I can see where my 15 is, so I just need to find where that is in the middle. And that is basically...
Oh, so you can always do a straight line without having to get a ruler out or anything because of the grooves on the under thing there. It's always straight lines running up it. Yeah, that's good.
So I'm just going
like
to
that.
fold this up. That one will do that. That one will do that. That one will go like that. So the first time you fold it, always just kind of just ease your score lines through. And there is your stepper card.
Perfect.
Simple as that.
Oh.
So what I've done, I'll move my trimmer out of the way for a minute. So we don't need you for a minute. I have gone ahead and I've matted and layered this one. So I've just used some of our blue Miri card and also some of our low shed glitter in white. So just to add some panels to that card. That's super easy to do. So now we want to make a decoration for the middle of this. So I've got this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my stamping platform and I'm going to use the stamper ring from Pearly Winks. Now, I don't think we've got any in stock at the moment, but it's a great tool and I'm only going to use it a little bit, so I'm going to sneak it in here. So I've cut a piece of card, 5 inches by 5 inches, and I'm just popping it in there. And I'm just going to stamp this. I'm using VersaFine Clair and I'm using Bluebell. I'm going to stamp this 4 times.
And that's the stamps on the pine cone set, right?
It is, yeah. And I'm just going to use this one little stamp. So I'm not using all of the little turny bits on my stamper ring. I'm just going to use 4. And I could do this manually, but the reason I like doing it in the stamper ring is it gives me an equal placement all the way around.
Right.
So it just keeps it, kind of gives it a more circular feel for me.
Is turny bits a technical expression? Do I need to learn this, or should I be taking
fine.
notes?
Points.
Points, okay.
So this one's got 16, but I'm just turning it 4 times. I'm not going into every little segment. Like I'm trying to find good posh
what
words
that looks
for
like
you
is
now.
it's just one gigantic stamp now.
Yeah.
So it looks like you've actually got a...
So that's layered beautifully, and that'd be fine as it is, but I would like some of my pine cones to stand out a little bit more. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use some embossing powder. Now obviously this ink isn't as sticky. I'm going to put that in my hand and I am just going to sprinkle it over the pine cones. So I don't want it everywhere. I'm just trying to get it. It doesn't matter if it overlaps a little bit. I don't need it to be perfect.
Okay.
I just want it, so not
Just
quite...
for a bit of a contrast, to show that the pine cones are different from the rest of it.
Yeah, and I've got other pine cones in, but I just wanted those ones, really. So let's pop that back in. And now normally I would just tip this, but because I want to try and keep that embossing powder where it is, I'm going to literally flip it over.
Ooh.
And hopefully that's only stayed where I want it to.
That's great.
So because these stamps they're kind of very free-flowing, I'll get away with it not being like...
Perfect, yeah. Exactly like kind of a I'm with you.
You know, it's got a nice rustic feel to it, so I'm just going to heat that up. And you'll just see those little bits of silver start to come through.
It's a great way of making out you've got a much bigger stamp for use, isn't it? Yeah. It's great.
And I think that's one of the things we do at Pink Frog is we like to give you products that you can then play with and make your own.
Yeah.
So you'll see it's just added that little bit of sparkle on there. Now I could do that with glitter, but I would have hidden some of the stamp detail. So doing it with the embossing powder just means that it keeps that detail. I am going to grab some glue. I've just done a little, I'm going to pop this onto some Miri card.
So you could give that stamp to every person into crafting and you would get a totally different item coming back from them.
Yes.
And that's what I love about it. It's just, it's like Cabbage Patch dolls.
It's
They're
always
never the same, are they?
It's always interesting to see like what the design team make, and sometimes when the samples come in, I have to look at them to work out.
Yeah, well, I've done it a couple of times. I've lifted them up and I thought, am I supposed to see where the pine cones are? And you have to look, study hard, and then you can see,
Yeah, and they're so clever.
You can use them subtly, you can make a big feature of them,
And then I am just going to, again, so all I've done is I just take mine off the roll, especially when I'm travelling down here, and pop the foam pads in a little pot, so they're just a little bit easier to transport.
Sue's been in touch. Sue's emailed in to say she's just bought the super glue for the first time.
Yeah.
The super what, sorry?
Super smooth.
Oh, the super smooth. I thought it was the super glue.
She's going to love
showing
it.
glue. No, the super smooth card for the first time, she says. Thank you very much for emailing, Sue.
Oh, let us know how you get on with it,
Super Sue with the super smooth. Let us know how you get on.
Yeah, let us see what you make with it. We're always really interested to see what people do with everything. And I'm going to pop that on there. And then what I've done, if I can find it, I've stamped Joy. So this has come from our sentiment stamp. I've just, again, stamped that using the same embossing powder.
Oh, Angela's been in touch as well. She says it's her go-to card and she uses it all the time. Thanks, Angela.
I think once you're hooked, you're completely hooked.
But also, once you get to know something, I guess, you know what works on it, what doesn't, and...
Yeah, and one of the best things, and one of the things we're known for as well, is that super smooth is the same all the time. So it's not as though we get like a different batch isn't a different quality.
Okay.
It's always the same. So if you're, you know, like batch making cards, you run out of card, or you decide you want a different size, all of our super smooth is exactly the same. So it's not like you'll get a good batch and bad batch. It's always perfect. It's always the same colour. So whatever size you go for. And let's just pop our little Joy on there. And there we go.
Love that. Joy, indeed. It brought me quite a lot of joy watching you do that. That's fantastic. So let's have a little recap, shall we, on what we're showing you today, which is our super smooth card. We're already getting emails in, as you heard from Sue and Angela and loads of other people who love this product here and use it all the time. You're getting 160 sheets of this with our unscored card here. It's super smooth with instructions. The dimensions 21 by 30 centimetres is a lot more convenient than your A4 size, because when you're folding it all up, you don't have to basically have a maths degree to work out what you're doing with it. It just all sort of slots in together perfectly. It's very, very straightforward. It does come with instructions though, so you can put together all of the various folds that I've got more examples of it here actually. Let me show you a couple of the ones I haven't shown you so far. Here's another one here. That's a stepper card that that Claire's just made here. We've got another one. Oh, how does this one open up? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's okay. Straightforward. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got that one. I don't know what we got. That's like a triptych kind of version. And I'm like, is this? Maybe I should check these out before I pick them up. There we go. Look at that one. very good. So lots of different ways of folding the card up as well. 40% of the stock has gone of this, 40%. So that's quite a lot just in this hour. Obviously very, very popular. Do make sure that you get hold of this before we run out. 710-883-1698. If you allocate it, make sure you check it out as well so you get it. 710-883 and it's 1698. There you go. Right, Claire, what have you got? We've got about 3 minutes. Got anything else to show us?
Yeah, I'm going to quickly show you a little bit of stamping and how you can build up a whole little segment. Sorry, I've got that in my teeth. Using just some of the individual stamps. Okay. So I'm using our, that's the Scotch tape, and I'm just going to use the snowflakes from here. So what we can do, I would normally start with a bit of a background, but I can show you how we can make a really super simple, quick card. I'm not too worried again if it's not perfect because we're going to stamp lots of different snowflakes on this. I'm just going to grab a couple of different coloured inks. There we go. I've got the right ones. No.
2 minutes. It's absolutely fine. I'm sure.
Of course it is. It's all fine. You know what? Because I've got them ready here. Yeah. Ta-da! She appears under the table. Now this one is absolutely fabulous. So you just carry on and just build those layers and build. And it doesn't look much at the moment. I'm going to show you what it would look like if you carried on, and then you'd use some of your smaller stamps as well, some of these little ones, and sometimes in colours that you can barely see, but they're sitting there. So this is just a silver ink pad, and we'll just pop a couple of these on in that colour.
So this is all part of your Snow Globe stamp set. You can see there are 22 stamps you're getting with this one. $14.95. That's good, isn't it? 22 stamps for $14.95.
So I'd normally let that dry a bit. This is going to smudge it a little bit, but you know what? We'll get a bit of a different effect there, and that's all good. And this will just create a bit of a panel on the side of your card. And what I could do as well, where we used our mister before.
You've got about 30 seconds left, but that's cool.
There you go, all good. And I'm just going to
roll it over.
And you'll see.
Oh, and this is the bit. Oh, look, this is the best bit. Oh, fantastic.
Pop a greeting, throw it on a card, you're done.
That is brilliant. Congratulations for doing that in the space of 1 minute.
A pleasure.
Really, really impressive. You're back again at 1.
Yes.
Yeah, doing more of Pink Fog.
Yeah, got more Christmas delights.
Excellent. Look forward to that. Thank you very much indeed,
you.
Claire. And don't forget to check out your baskets if you've got stuff allocated. I'll see you a little later.